Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Sandy, welcome.
Thanks. Jill, you too.
We were chatting over there.
We were.
I was like, we're on. But for those who don't know you, tell us a little bit about you and your background.
Sure. My name's Sandy Gilsonen, and I've been with Warby Parker for, my gosh, it's almost 7 years, and it feels like 7 minutes. Warby time goes super fast, but I've had a lifelong career in retail. I've worked anywhere from thinking about apparel, so I was in apparel for a really long time, but always an eyeglass wearer, and admired Warby Parker from afar, and ended up working with Warby about 7 years ago.
Oh my gosh, so very early on.
Very early on.
A lot of us here know of Warby Parker as kind of a pioneer among direct-to-consumer brands.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about its origin story,
Sure.
maybe things we don't know.
Okay, so we started Warby Parker actually in 2010. So it started out really as we were frustrated consumers who couldn't understand why glasses were so expensive and also so hard to purchase. And at the time, our co-founders were at the University of Pennsylvania at Wharton Business School, and they asked the question of themselves, what if we were to create and design our own glasses and eliminate the middleman and any unnecessary markups and distribute directly to customers? And that's really how Warby Parker was started. We wanted to think about, circumventing traditional distribution channels as you think about eyewear, and really make sure that we were able to engage directly with our customers, design our glasses in-house, and create really high-quality eyewear for a fraction of the price. And all while doing this, we knew that we had the ability to create access to eyewear for customers and for people in need. And we wanted to make sure that that was a part of our business from the very beginning. So, it's foundational to Warby Parker to really lean into our do-good efforts, and we do that through a couple of different ways, one of which is through our Buy a Pair, Give a Pair Foundation. So through Buy a Pair, Give a Pair, that program allows us to, for every pair of glasses or sunglasses that are purchased, we give a pair back to someone in need. And so far, we've distributed 15 million pairs globally. So it's a really exciting milestone that we hit this year. In addition, we have our Pupils Project. So Pupils Project is a school-based project here in the United States where we provide free vision tests and eyewear for children in underserved communities. We know, the value of having eyewear and the ability to see, and we want to give children really an opportunity to have a leg up. You don't usually hear from a child in the back of the classroom saying they can't see, so how can we provide tools and resources for them? So for us, really providing access to eyewear has been important and top of mind for us. We've been a pioneer in the direct-to-consumer space, and, we've been focused on omnichannel retailing, and really we have our eyes set on continuing to grow our retail base.
Yes, well, pioneer not only in terms of the shipping the eyewear to home,
totally,
but the stores,
absolutely.
It was a shabby experience before you came along. Let's just call it that. But tell me about how many stores you have now.
Yeah, so we are at 250 stores, so a little bit more than 250. We opened 40 stores last year, and we're opening 40 stores this year. So it's a crazy rush for us to open up a number of locations. So, for us, it's been quite a journey, and we're really thoughtful about where we put stores. And really work hard to think about the right locations for where a customer is going to make the most sense to shop with us. And so we really think about, store locations as a way for us to really highlight and get connected with our customers. And we use a lot of data. We're big fans of data at Warby Parker. So we take a look at a customer's digital footprint as well as the kind of e-com demand for us to think about the best place for us to put a store.
Yes, and what do you think about the role of the store in today's retail environment?
For us, I think, stores for us are really vibrant, welcoming places, and that's really what we want to see. We want stores to feel like a welcome place for you to come and even shop for eyewear. So we really focus on our stores being a part of the community, anywhere from the artwork that we put in stores to having bright stores to come and visit and look at eyewear a little bit differently. We also want to make sure that our stores, kind of on the theme of being accessible, are accessible for shopping. So I think as you think about, traditional eyewear destinations and where you shopped for eyeglasses in the past, and I can say this, definitively as an eyeglass wearer since the 6th grade. I remember going into an optical shop and picking out my glasses behind a case and asking for help. We kind of wanted to take that a very different approach with the way that we thought of stores. So our eyewear is out on display, not behind a case. We want customers to come in and try as many frames as they want. It's really encouraged. We want them to be able to touch and feel our eyewear and understand the incredible quality at a, what we think is a really great value. Yeah. So I think we design into our stores to make that experience at Warby Parker feel really differentiated in the eyewear space.
Yes. How is your shopper shopping? Are they online? Are they in store? How are you catering to those behaviors in terms of where they want to be?
Yeah, the reality is customers shop us both physically and digitally. Yeah. So we really think about the customer experience as though we want to meet the customer where they are. So we know that first and foremost, we are all about convenience for our customers. So that could be that our customers are shopping us online, or that could be that our customers are shopping us in store. For us, whatever medium they choose is okay with us as long as they visit with us. So we really want to make sure that we are providing an experience for our customers that meets their needs and exactly how they want to shop.
Yeah, that makes good sense. I don't know, you mentioned at the beginning, the eye care and the eye exams. How long has that been around, and what was the decision to go there? How does that play into your entire retail strategy?
Sure. So eye exams are an important part of our business. We really want to be a one-stop shop for all of a customer's eye care needs. So, we started to think about, eye exams pretty early on in our journey. Our Green Street store in New York City was one of our first stores to have eye exams. And we kind of dabbled in eye exams first over the first few years. But really, over the course of the last few years, we have opened every single one of our stores with eye care capabilities and eye exam capabilities. What we know from an industry standpoint, 75% of customers that purchase a pair of eyewear are doing it where they get their eye exams. So we knew it was an incredible opportunity for us to really think about how do we integrate that into the services that we offer at Warby Parker, and how do we institutionalize that as part of our store process and really include eye exam capabilities in every single one of our stores. So currently we are at 215 stores, so we've caught up pretty quick, that have eye exam capabilities, so that's about 85% of our fleet. And we work really hard to recruit and really to retain really talented doctors, because we know those doctors create incredible loyalty with our customers who become our patients, and it really keeps them coming back for more. And we see that that purchase amount just continues to grow when you are loyal to a brand and loyal to your doctor in our stores.
So nice. So one of the challenges you have may be getting that to the full fleet, but tell me about some other challenges you're facing now.
So we're growing fast. 40 stores a year is a lot. I can attest for that. It's tough to open 40 stores a year, but we are still such a small percentage of the optical industry. So really the number one reason why customers don't shop with us is they don't know that we have a store nearby. Often, customers don't really realize how many stores we have in an area. I was telling you even earlier, Jill, that we have actually 3 stores where you are. Probably didn't know that they were all there, but our customers aren't aware of how many stores we have. We're actually in 40 states, but that's still really a secret to many of our customers. Also, I think on the other side of that is our customers still view us as an online-only retailer. So we still have to make sure that we are really thinking about how do we introduce the store concept to our customers who have really viewed us as an online-only retailer. And if you think about stores being low on the awareness scale, eye exams are probably even lower. Most of our customers come to us with a prescription in hand from somewhere else. And they're excited when they know they have eye exams available for them in the future, but it's not something that they naturally come to us with. The way that we look at it now is we really look at our new store openings as billboards for us. They help to really draw customers in. We do a lot of outreach to make sure that customers know that we're coming into a market. We don't capture everyone, but we really do try to mix up the channels that we communicate with our customers. So we have robust campaigns through social media. They introduce customers to different sorts of frames. They introduce them to our services. We do it in a really fun and quirky way. We also have direct mail campaigns that are robust, that really speak to different services that we have in our stores. And then we're also on TV, both linear and streaming.
Amazing. So you're working very hand in hand with marketing, and also in addition
are.
to your offerings, I don't know that everyone knows about your values and your 1-for-1 program, or maybe they do.
Or buy a pair, give a pair.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's been, for us, I think it is, a lot of our team members that even come to work for us really do their homework on Warby Parker, and they want to work for a values-driven company. And that for us, I think, has been an incredible differentiator. It has been part of our ethos since the very beginning. Nice. And we really continue to really think about how can we give back to the communities that we serve.
Fantastic. What customer are you targeting now?
Everybody. So, I think as we think about it, we really want to cast a wide net, and our mission is vision for all. But in particular, we spend a lot of time focusing in on the younger customer and how do we really appeal to them and really drive that customer into Warby Parker and think about tools that really appeal to that customer. And we've got a couple of them that we roll out pretty frequently to think about what are features that can smooth out the shopping experience for a younger customer, and that could be through technology. We've got lots of tools available through our iOS app, and that helps to make sure that a customer can introduce to our product in a really intimate way through tools like our virtual try-on. So we want to make sure that we've got availability for customers to really find us in a way that's most convenient for them digitally. And we know that really appeals to the younger generation. We also really think about, for our younger customer, what are some fun collaborations and activations and partnerships that really matter to them. And I have a couple that I'll definitely share with you.
Yeah.
The first one we have that's going on in our stores right now is we have a partnership with Catbird, and they're a New York-based jewelry company whose mission is to provide jewelry that lasts.
Nice.
So in a number of our locations across the country, we have a pop-up experience that they're in our stores, and they have a service where they do their forever bracelets.
Yep.
So you can come into our stores and get zapped and get permanent jewelry. So it's a fun activation to have in stores. For many of our customers, it's introducing them to Catbird for the first time,
Yep.
but also for Catbird, it gives them an opportunity to really, introduce their customers to Warby Parker. So it's a really complementary partnership and a fun activation in our stores.
Yes.
We also, early in the year, did a partnership and a collaboration with Emma Chamberlain. So for those of you that don't know her, internet icon and entrepreneur. So we did a fun partnership with her, did a great collaboration on a number of different frames, but we also did an activation in our Green Street store in New York that we named Warby Park. So we emulated a park experience with a park bench, greenery. We had a fountain of Chamberlain coffee, and we had our frames on display, invited in, a number of, her base of followers as well as our own customers to get introduced to the experience. We had merchandise that was created specifically for the partnership, and 100% of the proceeds went back to our People's Project.
Amazing.
Yes,
All
it's
brands
cool.
and people I'm a fan of. It's about kind of adjacencies, like their
It
shopping
is.
accessories make sense with Catbird. They're
Totally.
fashion-minded maybe, so is Emma Chamberlain. It's just kind
Totally.
of about, yes, okay.
Yeah.
That makes good sense.
Thanks.
What are the new, standards of shopping in store, of shopping retail? Like
Sure.
that customer that you're targeting, you're catering to them with collaboration, surprise and delight, all of that.
Yep.
Anything else?
I think the other thing that we really think about is, how do we play and, mix our e-com and digital experience with our in-store experience. And there are a couple of ways that we do that is we think about features that really matter to our customers. So, we want to continue to be a convenient place for customers to shop no matter what channel. And a couple of the ways that we do that I think really differentiate the in-store and online experiences through some of the features that we have. And one of which we have is our virtual try-on tool. So our virtual try-on tool really smooths out the experience between stores and online. Virtual try-on, if you haven't tested it out, is available on our Warby Parker app through iOS. And that gives customers the ability to try on glasses. So you can just swipe up and try on a pair of glasses, and it's pretty lifelike. The colors, the tones, the different lenses, you can really get an idea of what it's like to try on our assortment online in the comfort of your own home. So you get the breadth of the Warby Parker assortment in one place. So it's been a fantastic tool for us. But we knew that we probably thought about or wanted to roll out some features that would make that even better. Yep. So a couple of the features that we recently rolled out, one is called Glasses Eraser. So as we're an eyewear company, we also know we have a number of customers who have pretty strong prescriptions. So, taking a look at yourself on a phone is not easy. So how do we think about tools that could smooth out that experience and also take away some of the barriers to using our virtual try-on tool? So we created something called Glasses Eraser within the virtual try-on tool, and we use computer vision and generative AI to really be able to have a customer keep their glasses on while they're using virtual try-on. You just toggle over to erase my glasses, and you can try on the assortment all while keeping your glasses on. So it helps you to see exactly what you're trying on, take away some barriers, make it less cumbersome, so you can still engage with the tool and have fun with it. And I think the last one is also, we know that trying on the breadth of the assortment is great, but it can also be really overwhelming. We have lots of SKUs in our stores. Yeah. So really, how do we think about narrowing down an assortment and customizing it to the customer as if they're working with an advisor in one of our stores? Okay. And that's something that we put into place, and it's a virtual styling assistance also through our virtual try-on. And so that gives a customer the ability to take a quiz, and it's not a conventional quiz with questions. It's a quiz with a set of frames that are narrowed down to you based on your shape of your face. Nice. So it gives the customer the ability to pick and choose a metal, an acetate, different shapes. And then what we're able to do is then take that assortment that the customer chooses and give them a custom selection that really is just for them. So it's a fun, interactive experience for our customers. I always keep the virtual try-on my phone. I get lots of questions about my glasses, and I always just swipe up and let customers try on frames. So it's just a fun, engaging tool for us.
So much fun.
Very cool.
That style advisor is so important. I got talked out of a too big pair of frames at the store.
Did you?
And I was so glad I did. They were too big.
No, I know, but everybody wants a big pair of frames. Yes. They do. I get it. I can't wear them myself, so I go for these.
Oh my gosh, what's next for Warby Parker and retail?
Yeah, we, as I said, we've got 40 stores on dock to open this year. We actually see a clear path to 900 stores at Warby Parker. Okay. So that feels like a lot, but if you think about it, it's such a small fraction of the total optical industry, which is 45,000 locations. So we're just a small chunk of that. So we're going to continue down the path of opening up our retail stores. It's such an important part of our business, but also continuing to think about what is the interplay between retail and e-commerce. So how do we really think about the way that those two complement each other? So that's a big part of our business. I think mentioning, how we think about virtual try-on, there'll be more tools like that in the future that we can continue to think about those dependencies to each other. We're also going to double down on our holistic vision care offerings. So how do we think about different sorts of technology to make the experience for our doctors and for our patients even better? We recently rolled out digital retinal imaging in a number of our stores to really dig into a customer's eye health. So I think we'll continue to look at more and more of that to be able to improve that eye care experience. And really grow our base of customers online and in store.
Yes. Is back to school the hottest time?
Oh my God, it's so crazy. I love back to school. There are a couple periods at Warby Parker where it's all hands on deck. Actually, after this, we're going to go out to the stores and probably sell out in the stores, especially in the Boston area, where we've got quite a few stores. It gives us an opportunity to really see a very active back to school base. Yep. And we really want to make sure that we've got everything that a customer needs in a Warby Parker store as it relates to eye care. So it's a fun place for our customers to shop.
Fantastic. Last question, anything else we can expect from the company or from the stores, different maybe store footprint or different features or, different vibe, we'll say.
We are always thinking about, how we want to iterate on the store experience. So I think you'll continue to see a lot of what you see in our stores right now, but maybe less conventional locations. We kind of test the waters on going into different communities. We really leverage that customer data to think about the right place to put a store. So I would say that we're going to continue to think about, what's the right location for a Warby Parker, and it may be in a place that you don't expect. Yeah. So that's really, I think, a place where we'll continue to place our efforts.
Look for the next store. Amazing. Well, awesome. Thank you, Sandy. Let's give her a round of applause. This was so fantastic.
Thanks. So fun.